Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse One here. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a good Mother's Day. So to all the moms out there, before we get started, I want to wish you again happy Mother's Day. I hope everybody's doing really, really well, and I hope you had a good day. Uh, so for all of those of us that could not take you out to dinner to your favorite restaurant, uh, blame it on the government. So anyway, all right, before we get jumping in here, I just want to remind everybody if we have any kind of interruptions or anything like that, just give me a minute and I'll get right back on as soon as I possibly could. So we will, just it does happen, as we know. Anybody that watches knows there's always seems to be interruptions, but hopefully we won't have any tonight. So anyway, I would like to remind everybody that this is a very family-friendly oriented channel. So please keep it clean in the comments. Be decent to each other. No racism, no nastiness. If you decide to be a jerk, those awesome people that you see lit up in blue, they will boot you out of here because we do not tolerate that here. So I would just ask everybody to be decent. Now, I got to show you, I added another piece of fan art up on my wall here. And you can see this one right here. And I don't remember who drew that one for me. But that was one that was sent to me, I think it was last year, maybe the year before. But so I figure I'm starting to put all this art up here. And obviously we have this perfectly anatomically correct picture of me here behind me as well. So, so anyway, everybody wants to do my picture when I have my full beard on for whatever reason. But that one was pretty accurate. I think that was last year, not this year that just happened, but the year before, because I had a serious beard on that year. So anyway, so we're going to talk about today, we're going to get into the topic of everybody's starting to really lose it, what's going on. Now, there's a lot of avenues in which way we can go on that one, but we'll get into that in just a second. But, it's, I wanted to address something really, really quickly. There was a House bill that was brought on the floor. And also, people are Artie Franklin. You have to wait until we'll do the eggs. I promise. I don't know if is Mr. Rose on here tonight. I have not heard from him off of the channel. So if he's here or not, I don't know if he's here tonight. I know he's fighting the virus, so I hope he's doing okay. But anyway, so there was a House bill that was introduced. HR 666646 that was the House bill. Basically, no, Mr. Rose is down. Yeah, okay. I figured he probably would be. If he's got the virus, he's probably feeling pretty poorly. So, but anyway, they passed this House, or now I haven't passed it yet. It's been introduced. And basically what this bill says, that they can take you out of your home. Now think about what kind of abuse of power that could lead to, right? If somebody thinks you have the virus or there's, whatever, they can come to your home and remove you from your home. Hopefully that will go nowhere. I'm hoping that goes nowhere. Hopefully enough people will get on that bandwagon and say, yeah, no, this is not a good idea. But again, you can see where this could lead. It could lead to very, very bad things. I know Mr. Rose is resting, I'm sure. Oh, I absolutely probably Robert Blakemore. And just, I like follower of Jay just said, over my dead body. Exactly. If my daughter's sick and I'm taking care of her at home, they're not taking my daughter out of here. I can tell you that right now. And that's not going to happen. So, but I can't remember who introduced the bill. I saw that it went on there, but I don't know who introduced that bill. So, but, and it's amazing. So I'm going to address this really quickly. On my channel, I've had certain people that have come on there, and because of the fact, and I love this because I won't go along with all the conspiracy theorist type of stuff with this virus. Then I'm a paid troll now, and that I'm going to tell you what. And I've had to delete some people. I've had to block some people on my channel because of the way that they're acting and stuff like that. And like I said, if you believe that this whole thing is fake, that's fine. You can believe whatever you want to believe. But, don't come on my channel and tell me that I'm an a-hole or whatever else I am because I don't, I don't, see what's really going on. guys, I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of different aspects of things that are happening. Now, will the government take advantage of this crisis? Of course they will. That happens all the time. I'm not saying that they won't, for whatever furthering whatever agenda that they have to lock down more control over all of us, okay? I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is I believe that this virus is real. I see what is happening. I've seen it affect people that I know directly, okay? I've seen it take a nursing home that I worked in before in the past and drop 18 people like a stone in no time at all. That's not normal, okay? They have it, the last I heard, it was 36 more residents had it, and I don't know how many of those have died since then. Since I've talked to my friend, she also had it as well, along with her and 19 other staff members. So when people are trying to tell me, oh, it's not real, it's fake, it's this, it's that, and the other thing, you know what? I'm not going to feed into that. I'm not going to do it. I have my opinion. I'm going to give you my opinion, and again, to me, so here's a question that I would have for people, and I addressed this with a buddy of mine today, and I'll tell you what his answer was. They've just done a thing where that if you have had the virus and you have recovered, you are ineligible for military service now. You can never be in the military. They've just put that through, that if you've had the virus and you've recovered, you cannot go into military service. Now, my question to him was, why would they do that? Right? What do they know? And he said to me, and his response was, well, they really don't know yet. They don't know everything. And you know what? To a degree, I agree with him on that. They don't know everything, but they know enough to know with permanent lung damage, with permanent heart damage, with these people that are recovering from the virus, they're not going to be fit for service. So, Ed, you don't have to take it. Richard Ruckman. Thank you, Richard. You're right. And the thing is, you know what I do? I don't feed into it. I'll be honest with you. What I do, if somebody acts like a jerk, I go to their channel to see all the wonderful content that they probably have, which is generally none, because they now generally have none. The most critical people, when you go to their channel, they have no icon picture, they have no content, they have no subscribers. It is amazing how often that is the case. But anyway, I just delete them and block them. I don't feed into it, but I did want to address it on here, just to let people know. So, it's, and like I said, if somebody came on to me on my channel and said, well, I believe that it's false, and this is why I believe it's false, that's great. That's called, sharing your opinion in a non-attacking way. That's fantastic. And I have, you have the right to believe what you want. We have people that are losing their minds right now, right? We're going to talk about this. People are losing their minds. Why are they losing their minds? There's several different factors. One of the factors, and I'm going to use mental health to start with, okay? When you have people that are on psychotropic medications, antidepressants, and everything else, okay, because life is so hard anyway that they can't cope with it, and they have to be on these medications, or they're on medications for bipolar, or whatever the case may be, okay? Those people, their minds are running wild with everything that's going on. So they're seeing all these different conspiracy theories, things, and a lot of them are jumping on that wagon and riding with it, okay? That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Spreading of false information. Now, what is the true information, right? Who's to say what's false and what's true? Very hard to differentiate. Very, very difficult to do that at this point. There's so much information out there that we're being overwhelmed with it, and everybody's got an opinion. And I'm going to tell you what. So let's talk about this real quick, and we'll get back on topic. So Fauci's person that worked with him that left on bad terms, okay, she's out there saying a whole bunch of stuff right now, and now she's all in the spotlight, and and she had, her name had been smeared and everything else, and a lot of people are jumping on that bandwagon. I'm going to tell you what, anybody that's ever worked in any kind of facility anywhere, and I don't care if it's a grocery store chain, I don't care if it's Wendy's, McDonald's, or whatever, you are always going to find somebody who is a disgruntled ex-employee that is going to say negative things about whoever, okay? And they're going to jump on that bandwagon, and they're going to be like, yeah, this person's a jerk. Well, they weren't a jerk when you worked there. They were okay then, but, if you got fired or whatever. I'm going to tell you what, I've been fired from jobs. You know what I do? I go, oh well, and I move on down the road. Because why dwell on stuff? Why feed into it? Who cares? It was a job. There's another job out there. That's the way I've dealt with stuff in my life. And yeah, and I'll be the first to admit, I've been fired. You know why? Right here. Right here. This gets me in trouble every single time. I say it like it is, and I've never pulled punches. I've always told people, if you want my opinion, you better be ready for the answer to be able to handle the truth, because I'm going to give you the hard, cold truth. If you like it or dislike it, whatever the case may be, I'm always going to be honest to a fault. Now, I'm going to be honest in my opinion, okay? And everybody has a different opinion, which is, and again, that's fine. But if you ask me my opinion on something, I will absolutely give it to you. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Guys, I see we got 1,300 people already in the chat, and we're at 316 on the thumbs up. If you would shoot a thumbs up for me to show support for the channel, I would appreciate that. It really helps with the algorithms, and it brings more, they put you out there more. YouTube will put you out more. So the more, thumbs up and stuff that we can get, the better off it is for the channel. And thank you ahead of time for doing that. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon as well. At the mouth, there you go. Yeah. Well, like I said, I've never really held back. And, I've never, see, here's the thing is, with a lot of people with jobs, okay, they're afraid to speak up. They're afraid to say anything because, oh my God, I might lose my job. Well, I'm going to tell you what, I've always been this way. I don't care if you're management, who you are. And I always tell people, I am no better than anybody else. I put my pants on the same way as John D. Rockefeller did, right? One leg at a time. That's how I put my pants on, just like everybody else. I'm not better than anybody else. I don't think I'm better than anybody else, but you get some of these people that get that little bit of power and that little bit of management, and it goes to their head, unfortunately. And it happens a lot. I've seen it over and over and over again. It's unfortunate, and it does happen. But, again, so I don't care if they were management or if they're in control or they could fire me or not. Guess what? As soon as they say you're fired,